Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sonimmo Podcast. I'm your host, Hammad Mustafa. Today, if you are an international investor, buying overseas often sounds very complicated. Lawyers, taxes, restrictions, it can seem very overwhelming. But what if I told you in Dubai, it's not only possible and easier than you think, but it's actually even easier than buying in your own country or most other countries. Today, I'm sitting with experts that are going to explain step by step in detail how to buy property in Dubai, and we're going to dive all into it. So without further ado, welcome to the podcast. Thank you all for joining me.
Thank you very much for inviting
I'm
us.
just going to ask you all to briefly just introduce yourself first.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carlo. I'm Sales Director of Sonimmo Real Estate, and I'm here with Anna and Marco. So please, Anna, tell us about
yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Anna and I'm a sales manager in Ellington Properties. So yeah, very happy to be here and I'm very excited about the conversation for today.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for the invitation. I'm Marco. I'm a sales manager. I'm working for a developer called Sobha Realty.
Okay, awesome. Right, guys, so we're going to dive right in. So first of all, we're going to talk about Dubai. A lot of people have this misconception that you can't own freehold property in Dubai. A lot of people think it's on lease for 99 years. So let's just dive into it. Can you explain, can you even buy property in Dubai?
I mean, yes, for international customer, buying property in Dubai is absolutely possible. Since 2002, it's something that any nationality can buy a house here in Dubai, regardless where you're from. So Dubai is divided in two different areas. I would say freehold, which means any nationality can buy. Leasehold, there is some restriction. It's like the ownership is only for certain countries or certain nationality for owners from GCC country, which is from the Gulf region. And apart from that, I would say the major part of the city, it's, like freehold. So, for example, I think both developer can have only freehold project at the moment.
Yes, actually all of our projects are freehold. So all the foreigners, they just need passport and they can purchase the property very easily.
Amazing. And I think we can also tell people you can actually, your kids can actually inherit property in Dubai as well.
Yeah, absolutely. In Dubai, like the only thing we usually advise to all our clients is that whenever they purchase a house to make a statement, make an agreement where they write what they have, what they own, and tomorrow morning this will be inherited by their kids, the family or their relatives. So it's a very straightforward bureaucracy in Dubai. It's very, I don't want to say easy, but straightforward, and it's easy to, there is easy to understand and to.
Okay. Now, let's say someone likes a property from maybe Sobha or Ellington. How long would the process take to buy that property? What would be the timeline? If, let's say, they are overseas, do they need to physically come to you guys? What are the requirements for them to buy?
It's quite easy. I mean, you can do it in 2 weeks. You just need to submit 4 important documents to the developer. You need to submit the passport. You need to have the email address, the telephone number. And then with this data, we can already process, let's say, a unit. We will send a booking form to the client where he will need to sign it as well. And then he will become a sales and purchase agreement. And with this, with a time of 2 weeks, you are already owner of a property. So it's quite easy, and you can do everything digital as well. You don't have to come to Dubai.
Okay, excellent. Now, let's talk a little bit about the fees and taxes associated with it. Does Dubai have property taxes at all?
There is no income tax and there is no property tax itself in terms of whatever is generated from the property. The only tax you pay in Dubai is when you purchase the house, which is 4%, and this go to the government. It's called DLD, or Dubai Land Department Fee, and it depends on, it's 4% flat and depends on the property value. So let's say every 1 million dirham, it's 40,000 dirham DLD fee.
Okay. Well, I have a friend in Miami and she owns an apartment over there, and she told me that she has to pay tens of thousands of dollars every year. Even though she bought her property, it's like 100% hers. And that just really shocked me because we've never heard of that in Dubai, right? So you get rental income, you don't have to pay any taxes on that. Your property appreciates in value, you don't have to pay capital appreciation or anything at all. I mean, for commercial property, it's different, but what we're focusing on anyways is residential properties, which in this case does not have any fees or anything of that sorts. Now, are there any other special permissions that you need, anything for specific nationalities, or can anyone buy in Dubai?
No, actually, what I also wanted to add, you can even buy the property not even in 2 weeks, but even faster. To be honest, if the client, if he is ready to buy, he can just, for example, right now we are accepting expressions of interest for our project, right? So if you have the initial amount of money, for example, it can be $10,000, right? And you can just submit this money, you can submit your passport, and that's it. And you already have the opportunity to buy. So that's it. It's very easy. It's very straightforward. You don't need to have any specific documents, agreements, etc. So it's very easy, and all the nationalities can buy. And
excellent. Now, let's say if someone gave you an expression of interest, but they say, okay, I don't like this particular unit. Maybe I don't want to buy a 1-bedroom. I want to buy a 2-bedroom. Is it possible for it to be transferable in that case?
Yeah, it is possible. It is possible. It just depends on the amount of expression of interest. So it depends on the unit, right? If you have bigger unit, you have to submit higher interest. If you have smaller unit, for example, studio, you submit less amount.
Now, we work, and you guys work in mostly off plan. So developers create projects that have not yet been constructed. A lot of people struggle with that idea. So can you guys explain what off plan really is?
So offline, it's a concept that, we have it here. It's often, you have a lot of developers that are doing projects under construction. You have, let's say, an ACD, which is actual completion date, which a developer is giving. And one important concept is that to initiate a project for a developer, you need to have an escrow account. This is an important concept that changed from 2008, and that developers can start with the project if they have the funds in, let's say, in the bank account. Otherwise, they cannot start at all. So this is quite safe, and that's why we see, let's say, a lot of investors putting the money in Dubai as one.
Okay, excellent. So that's very good, but there's also another mechanism that protects the people from fraud or the project not being completed, which is escrow accounts. So a lot of people also struggle with that idea. Could you guys dive a little bit deeper into that?
Yeah, sure. So escrow account, as Marco was saying, is something that has been in the market since, I would say now 15 years. It's something that regulate the market and guarantee that the developer is going to build the project. At the same time, from the investor side, your money are monitored from third party, which is the government. And those money are only used towards the, construction of the project itself. So I think Marco can confirm this. Every developer need to put in advance 30% of the project value. So let's say if the project value is going to be, let's say, 1 billion dirham, the developer has to put in advance 300 million towards the escrow account to guarantee that this project will happen.
Right. So they have active stakes in the project.
Correct. And usually, most of the developers, in this case, Ellington and Sobha, they you have payment plan, which are paid in installments. So apart from the beginning, when you pay 20% to get your SPA executed, so to have the ownership of the account, the remaining balance will be paid in a milestone installment, which will be usually every 6 months or 4 months, depends on the project, I believe. But they will tell us more now about this.
How do payment plans work? What are the usual formats? Do you guys have I believe there are 50-50 payment plans? Could you just explain to the people watching how they work?
Okay, so for us, we have either 70-30 or 60-40 payment plans. In my opinion, 60-40 is much better payment plan because you have more time to pay and less amount to pay as well. And, the initial payment is, as Carlo just said, it's 20%, and you also pay 4% for Dubai Land Department, right? And then it's already depending on the project, how it goes, how many years due to completion, etc. But usually you pay 60%, for example, until the completion of the project. For example, you pay 60% for 2 or 3 years, right? And then once the project is ready, you pay the remaining amount.
Okay.
So, which is very straightforward as well.
And these installments, are they on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis?
In the beginning, for example, for us, it's each sometimes 60 days, 90 days, 200 days, something like this, for 5-10%. And then it's already linked to construction.
Okay.
So it means it's also protected, like your money is protected basically.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So based on how the project construction progress is,
Yes.
is how you guys will basically take the payments.
Exactly.
And I believe the Dubai Land Department actually goes and inspects the sites and gives them a progress rating.
Yes, you can actually check it on the website and you can see what's the progress of the construction for each building. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. And these payment plans happen to be without any interest. They're just plain price. You have the convenience of paying it on a monthly, quarterly basis.
Exactly. That's, I think, one of the most selling points for Dubai as well. Because if you have a property, you don't have to pay everything as well. And this is every time I explain to my international clients, then when they buy a property, they have to pay the different installments. And even, let's say, for example, the 60%, it's going to spread out in different months as well. So it allows you the flexibility to pay, let's say, these payments without interest. And on top, you have the possibility to resell as well the unit. So sometimes during the construction, when you achieve a certain milestone, you can resell the property. Let's say after 2-3 years, you will have your appreciation and you are already doing a good amount of return on equity.
Okay, excellent. Now, you represent developers and you guys see billions and billions of dollars in transactions, right? And you're seeing that momentum that Dubai is carrying right now. Could you give us some examples of some very happy investors that have seen capital appreciation in your projects?
Mm-hmm. For example, we launched like an extremely nice project, which I can go later on details as well. We had, for example, for a one bedroom, let's say the starting price of 1.1 million dirham. Now today we are selling the same, let's say, units at 1.4. So you already had a good appreciation of 300K in, let's say, 1 year. So that's quite good for, let's say, in other markets. It's going to be very difficult to achieve this type of numbers.
Absolutely. Yeah. Do you have an example?
Yeah, honestly, we have a lot of examples, but I was thinking about one project, Ellington Views, which is actually in Al Hamra. It's in next to Ras Al Khaimah, which is a really nice project, and it was launched 2 years ago. And the price point for it was 1,800, 1,900 price per square foot.
Okay.
And in 2 years, it was increased by 2,200. So right now, the price you can see it changed a lot, and we can notice the capital appreciation almost 19% just in 2 years. And the project is still under construction. It's not even ready.
Absolutely. Right. And Dubai, even though, we have luxury property all across Dubai, it's still sometimes thousands of dollars cheaper than other markets like New York City, like London, because you've worked in London specifically. I think you can give us examples of what you would find there versus here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, nowadays in Dubai is keep growing. There are many new areas coming, like we discussed in the previous podcast, for example, Dubai Island. So now everyone is looking at Marjan Island, which is in Ras Al Khaimah, another emirate about an hour from Dubai. The thing is, I believe in Dubai, if you compare it to other markets, nowadays investors are looking out for quick gain like before, before people used to buy something now and sell it in a year or 2 year window. Now people are looking for long-term appreciation as well, because they are believing in the master plan that the city has about the growth from A to Z, 360 degrees. So it's going to be it's going to consolidate even more. So there's still room for appreciation and to find very good opportunity in the market, especially if you think about how the population is growing in Dubai. Now I read last week 4 million people here in 2025, and the goal is to get to 7 by the next 5 years. So it's there will be a lot of course, apartment to be handed over, but this is to attract people to stay here, because nowadays people want to be in Dubai. So, and we had a lot of people moving from the UK as well, from Europe, because right now Dubai is like one of the safest cities in the world as well. So everyone is coming here, they want to live here. It's just not about investing. It's not like just an app to invest, but it's a place to be at the moment.
Okay, excellent. And I think even aside from capital appreciation, even the rental yields in Dubai are much higher than other markets.
Yeah, especially because we don't have taxes here in terms of you don't have property taxes, so this help a lot, and the demand is quite high, especially in prime location. We're seeing that there is not much supply left, for example, in central area like Palm Jumeirah, downtown or Marina, and the thing is. This will just consolidate even more. That's why, for example, developer like Sobha or Ellington are focusing in area that's surrounding those locations to bring new community. And the idea, I believe, they can confirm the same, that when you buy at launch stage or pre-launch, you're securing a price which the forecast is they will grow. So we'll appreciate year by year. So you're buying at price now, paying in installment, and then when it will be handed over, you will benefit of the 3-4 years construction of appreciation at the same time.
Okay, excellent. Now, diving a little bit deeper into your project specifically, what are some exciting projects that Sobha and Ellington are working on these days?
It's me.
Tell us.
Okay. So currently we have one project that we are launching very soon, and right now we are in pre-launch stage, which means units are still not available, but it's possible to put your expression of interest, right? What I was already telling you before. And this project is in Sena Island, which is in Ras Al Khaimah, 10 minutes away from casino. Right, and right now everyone knows that casino and the area nearby is a very booming area, and everyone wants to purchase there because they know that in a couple of years everyone would want to go there, and it's going to be new Las Vegas, but of the Middle East, right? It's a great opportunity to go right now on the lower price ticket, but then it's going to be appreciated much higher, right? And regarding this project, why it's so amazing and everything, because first of all, you have 360-degree views from the building, right? Okay. You have the sea view, you have the Wynn Casino view, you have the golf community view, because this building is exactly at the place between the beach and the sea and the golf course, which is really great. As well, you have very close proximity to the casino. They're going to build a new bridge there, and it's only 10 minutes away from the Wynn Casino, right? And as well, there is a Royal Yacht Club, golf, so it means a lot of high net worth individuals will be coming in the area, and they would want to stay somewhere which is a luxurious place, very nice place, not only hotels, right? Some people, they like more home atmosphere, and I think it's a good chance to have an apartment there, for example, right? Okay. And for us as Ellington, we have a lot of amenities. So basically, this project is like a 5-star hotel with lots of amenities, and you feel like you are living in the luxurious hotel. Okay. The lobby, the way we are doing the finishings, everyone knows the quality of Ellington is one of the best in the market. So and the price point right now is also very attractive. So right now is your choice to to invest.
Absolutely. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Ellington's CEO was initially a part of Emaar before.
Yes,
so
that's correct.
Carries a lot of that Emaar elegance, and I believe Ellington is one of the best designed developers. Like, they focus so much on design, and their emphasis on that is very high.
Yeah, it's very important for us, and we have a lot of awards as well for design for most of our projects. Right. So,
And your designers specifically, you only pick ones that are award-winning, internationally recognized.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. We even have sometimes statues, not even sometimes, most of the projects we have are having special statues or art objects from the design.
Okay, wow, that's amazing. Now, moving on towards Sobha, what are some exciting projects these days?
Yeah, I think as Anna was saying, I mean, the region of where you have the casino, it's quite interesting as well. And Sobha has a project there as well. It's called Sena Island. It's a natural island, so you don't have something like this, let's say, in the UAE. I went to visit as well, and it's quite nice. You have an entrance of, let's say, with a bridge of 1.7 kilometers. You see all the water, you see the mangroves, and you have as well different types of animals. So you have flamingos, gazelles, you have even turtles and different species of birds. And the project will have, let's say, a golf course. You will have a yacht club as well. You have 2 resorts which are going to be 5 stars, helipad. So it's going to attract a lot of high net worth individuals as well. We have even mansions that we have there, which is 7 bedroom at the price of almost 69 million dirham. But we have as well apartments facing the sea. You have 1, 2, 3 bedroom apartments. You can have duplexes, and you can choose between the marina lifestyle, when you have restaurants, you have cafes, or you have the beachside as well. So this is a project that is doing quite well, even internationally, because people, they want to purchase something on the sea, but we know that the prices in Dubai are quite high as well. So we have something affordable at a good payment plan, 60-40, and we start with the first handover December 2027, and we will continue with the next phases as well. And it's low-rise towers, so it's quite interesting as well as a project. Yeah.
Amazing. And I've seen the prices are very nice there, comparatively speaking, to other island projects. When Palm Jumeirah started, we saw the capital appreciation was just insane for the early investors. But the difference is Palm Jumeirah is an artificial island, and that means it took longer to develop that, whereas this is already a natural developed, beautiful island. By the way, the waters there that I've seen, at least, they're so beautiful. And I believe Sobha has an emphasis on sustaining the wildlife and the nature there. It's not going to be disturbed, so it's going to be alongside the development itself.
Correct. Yeah. One of the important points is that it's a collaboration between the government of Al Quwain as well. So it's not only Sobha that is doing the project there. So that's why I want to keep as well the wildlife. It's something important. It's going to be, let's say, an island that it's focused a lot on, let's say, nature as well. And this is something interesting as well. And this island has history as well. They found a monastery there, dated more than years ago. Wow. There is a history as well on Wikipedia about it. And you can see that people were living there already many years ago as well.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. And could you just tell us again, you've got medium, low-rise buildings, but you also have private villas on this project.
Exactly. So we have 4, 5, 6, and even 7 bedroom mansions, all with sea view. And as well, you have the possibility to buy, let's say, furnished apartments. And we are managing as well the short term as well. So an international investor can, let's say, just book the unit. He will receive a furnished apartment, and the management will be done by Sobha in terms of short term.
For short term, that means like hotel stays, Airbnbs, like that?
Exactly. Okay. From taking pictures of the apartment, doing the cleaning, talking to the client, listing on different portals. So it's going to be quite interesting as investment.
Okay,
yeah.
I've never heard of a developer helping with that. I think this is the first time for at least short term, aside from like serviced hotel apartments.
There are a few. I think Damaki might have been doing this for a while, but for sure, for short term, it's something new, especially in an island. I mean, it's it's going to be like a big resort.
Right.
And I think one of the most interesting facts about Ras Al Khaimah, the region that we need to highlight as well, is that usually when you purchase a house, you pay 4% DLD at the time of purchase, at when you execute the sales purchase agreement. Instead, for Al Quwain and Ras Al Khaimah, this only apply at completion. Right. So it's going to be a fee that's just going to be postponed at the end, or when the apartment or the villa will be handed over.
Which, by the way, once the project is completed, so let's say it's a 50-50 payment plan, the 50 upon completion can be financed as well.
Yes, it can be applied for mortgage as well. Okay. So it's possible, for example, for international clients, for locals as well. And you can apply for mortgage, for example, for 20 years. Okay. Depends on the bank.
Excellent. So there's a lot of flexibility there. And which you said, I believe 60-40 is the current ones that you're doing. That's still very attractive.
70-30 or 60-40, yeah.
Okay, that's very attractive for this fee. So let's say if someone wants to move here and become a resident, what's the typical procedure for getting a mortgage?
Okay, usually for new people that just relocate, new resident, they need a bit of credit history. How do you do that? You need to wait, especially if you are employed, you need to wait 6 months of bank statement, pay slip, and salary certificate. In that case, as a company, Sonimmo Real Estate, we support this process. We have different advisors that can help the client to get eligibility. Eligibility means how much you can afford on the project. I would like to highlight the fact that for off-plan, you can only apply for mortgage when the project is at handover stage, which means that the LD, as you said before, will go there, they will make an inspection, they will issue a certificate, which is called completion certificate or certificate of completion. After that, the client can proceed with the final approval of the mortgage. And usually for resident, you can apply up to 80% of the purchase value of the property. For non-resident, is 65%. So the difference will need to be paid from the client pocket. And mortgage usually go from, it depends on the age and credit history as well, but can go from a few years up to 20, 25 years. It depends on the bank and the interest rate as well that you are able to get.
Okay. So it's quite convenient over here.
It is, because, for example, in my country, I can tell you, I'm Italian. In Italy, if you're not a resident, it's almost impossible to get a mortgage because the bank want history there. They want that you can guarantee that you're going to pay back.
Right.
And at the same time, if you're not living there, they ask you for a guarantor, someone that if you don't pay, is going to pay in your behalf. Instead in Dubai, what they need, even if you're not a resident, is history that you can afford what you're doing. And at the same time, they will trust you because the market is very regulated. So there is no issue once you get the mortgage, because most of the international investors we have here, they're looking to buy something ready to be handed over and use it as an asset. So the idea is they can get a mortgage, and through the rent, they will try to pay back their installment to the bank.
Okay.
So they will try to balance this in a way they can have a self-sustainable investment.
Okay. Now, could you please remind me about the project completion dates that you mentioned?
Yeah, we have different ones. We have from 27, 28, 29.
Okay.
These are, let's say, most the projects that we have. Of course, the closer that you get, the less availability we have as well.
Makes sense. Of course. And for the project you mentioned?
Same. We also have 27, 28, 29. But to be honest, what I was noticing recently, that most of the clients, they want something which is ready or very close to completion. And they are asking for the prices which are similar to the ones that will be completed in 3-4 years.
Okay.
So, which is impossible, right? So that's why I think it's very important to have an advisor to help you and to guide you through the pricing, how the market works, etc. Because this makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Now, let's say I'm an investor who just came to Dubai to buy properties. I don't know that much, and I have uncertainty because what if I buy an apartment in your project, and what if it gets delayed? What are the special safety measures there to ensure that I'll get my project delivered at least on time? Okay, maybe a year, that's not really a problem, but how do I know my project isn't going to be delayed for like 5, 10, 20 years?
I think the investor or the client is going to be protected. When they sign the sales and purchase agreement, you will have all the clauses as well. Important is always to read, to understand what's in the contract as well. The law of Dubai is saying if a developer is late more than 1 year, the penalties will start as well against the developer as well. Of course, Dubai court will take the final decision, but the investor is protected as well. So this is one of the advantages as well for the client. Yeah.
Okay. And Sobha and Ellington so far have an excellent record in terms of delivering, at least, not like how it happens abroad in many countries, at least where I'm from. People have this really bad uncertainty about off-plan projects because they almost always, in those cases, get delayed up to like 5 years, 10 years. Sometimes they don't even get delivered. But whereas we see this, dense skyline of Dubai, and all of it is mostly off-plan. It was off-plan at a time, and it's visual proof that this country has such a strong framework and rule of law that you get what you pay for, always. All right, moving on towards a little bit about foreign markets a little bit. So you specifically, Carlo, you've worked in London. Could you tell us, give us a little bit of insight into other markets and in terms of like the taxation, some of the regulations, et cetera, and how those are versus how flexible and lenient you could say Dubai is?
All right. For example, in Europe in general, you pay like a capital gain. It means, for example, if you're buying a house, like many people are doing in Dubai, and you want to upgrade it, you want to furnish it, and then you want to resell it. Whatever will be the appreciation, whatever will be the premium, let's call it, in terms of like the profit you make on that, you have to pay taxes in Europe. Instead, in Dubai, this doesn't apply. And this, at the same time, as Marco and Anna were saying about the payment plan and about the long term, the project, what we're seeing in Dubai comparing to other parts of the world, especially in Europe, that there is a long term vision here. So all the city is growing, but step by step. Even the developer itself are launching projects in different phases. For example, Sobha has this natural island, but they're not going to end it over right away, like say in 2-3 years. It's going to take the full master plan, I believe, 7-8 years, something like that, right?
Yeah, it's going to be 2030 for the completion.
For the completion,
of the
it's going to be
master
like
plan,
about 5 years, because they are trying to, at the same time, avoid that there is, everything at the same time ended over and too many people move at the same time. So they're trying to do this in different phases and stages. And instead in Europe at the moment, we're kind of struggling in many, like I would say, topics, from security, from stability of the market. There is a lot of instability at the moment, so that's why many people are coming to Dubai and they're looking to make Dubai their home. And in terms of like, going back to your question as well, in terms of taxes and everything, there is, for example, in my country, a lot of bureaucracy. For example, when you want to sell a house, you have to go to a notary. The same happened in Dubai, but it's much more complex in Italy. In terms of like here, you have this trustee office, you get an appointment there, you sign the MOU with between the seller and the buyer, which is the memorandum of understanding, is a contract. From two parties, you go there, you transfer the unit. It's going to take maybe 1 hour. And there is no other country like that, I believe, where you can really sell a house same day,
right.
Especially if you are a cash buyer, means you have the fund already in advance. Otherwise, if you're a mortgage buyer, sometimes it might take up to a month, but it's just because the bank need to follow the step and the procedure about making sure that you have all the requirements and you arrange the fund. In my country, to transfer a mortgage apartment, like mortgage transaction, might take around 3 months. So it's a completely different story. And it's a pushback from both sides, from seller, because they have concern. They say, look, I don't know how long is it going to take. I don't know if the person will take the mortgage. Instead, in Dubai, it's much more straightforward, I would say. And everything is black and white. For example, one of the best tools we have here, everyone can see transaction. You can see what's the price per square foot. You can see how many units were sold in the project. You can see, for example, how much the same unit was rented before. So you can calculate your rental yield, your return of investment. I think no other market in the world does something like that, except US, which I think Dubai is following a lot in terms of, we are learning a lot from the US market, but we are becoming independent.
Oh, absolutely. And this is the big emphasis that I want people to listen to. Dubai is so transparent that every single transaction, you can get the data online on the government websites. You can figure out which project is selling most, what the price per square feet is, and you can do your own calculations as well. There's many tools that allow you to see the past record and how capital appreciation has happened. So that's, I think, a very important thing. Absolutely. And of course, it's anonymous. It's not going to give out the name of the person buying, et cetera. But you'll get an entire idea of what's going on. And typically in Dubai, it's like over 1 billion dirhams in transactions every single day.
Absolutely. For example, one thing we do for all our customers, provide analytics, because I think data help you to know what's going on in the market. Especially, it's like any other investment, like whenever you're investing in something, you want to know more or less what's the forecast, what you're going towards in the long run. What's your exit strategy? Because maybe you're buying something now which is off plan, but your idea is that I want to hold my asset. I want just for the island to happen. I want for the casino to be open. So for you, everyone has different requirements. So I believe the most important thing from our side is always to listen to the client requirements. At the same time, to try to guide them in the process. Because sometimes you have clients, as they can confirm, I believe that they've been studying the market themselves. They come to you, they know already about the master plan of the area. They know which school will be open there, which shopping mall. But there are clients that are new, especially if they're new to Dubai. So they need someone, an advisor, they can guide them in the process and they can advise transparently in terms of like what's going on, what's the long-term vision, and why maybe this project makes more sense than another, why this area makes more sense than another area.
Okay.
And as they said, there is opportunity for everyone, from people that are looking to buy like entry-level apartment to penthouses to townhouse to villas. So we got it for everyone in Dubai.
Right. Absolutely. Excellent. Now, from the developer's point of view, I want to get, you guys deal with people every day, and international investors, local investors, all sorts of people profiles. What are some of the most common concerns people come up to you with in terms of buying? Like, what are some of the most common, you could say, causes of concern for people, especially international investors?
They would like to know as well, let's say the area that they would like to invest, they need to have information from the site, especially the off-plan market. It's something new as well for them. So we need to explain then like the rules that we have in Dubai, the protection as well that they have. And to deal with the good agencies as well, because us with developers, we are dealing with a lot of different agencies, and that's your partner that you need for the future as well, because they can help you as well, not only let's say to select the best unit, but later on to advise you on a long term to rent it out, to resell it, and this is quite important for you as an investor.
Absolutely.
Well, I think there is a lot of things that clients in general, they discuss about. But to be honest, what I noticed is that they're asking why exactly I need to purchase MR, or why exactly I need to purchase Ellington. Why you, not this other developer, right? And so we try to guide them, and we try to give them the brief about our company, about our developer, how we started, how we deliver. For example, how I do it, I always show the render and reality, because a lot of developers, they tell a lot of stories. They say we're gonna deliver like this. They show beautiful brochure, but then in reality, it's totally different picture. True. And it's delivered totally different. And for us, for example, why we are different in the market, because sometimes, most of the times, actually, we deliver even better than we promised. Absolutely. And on our website, everywhere, you can see the proof. We have, for example, some pictures which literally show you the render and reality. And I remember a couple of weeks back, I was doing the briefing for one of the agencies, and I was showing them this render reality comparison, and they were confused. They didn't know which one is which. They were like, okay, show me again. Is it render? Oh, no, this is reality. So it looked amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, and that comes back to the fact that Ellington has this really strong emphasis on design. And I believe Sobha as well is perhaps one of the best quality developers you can find, not just in the UAE, but in the world. And could you dive a little bit deeper into how Sobha actually delivers and constructs in the quality?
Yeah, so he comes, I think, from the founder, from PNC Manon. He's known as the palace maker. He started to build palaces in the region. The first palace that he did, it was in Oman. And then he received different contracts around the world, in Brunei, for example, as well. And then in Qatar. So from this passion, he started his company. And one of the important points is that we have everything integrated. So we have 2 factories here. We are doing everything from our side. And this is what we can guarantee, let's say, a high quality on all the apartments and villas that we have. And we are known, let's say, in the market due to this. And second is we are always punctual. So we always deliver, let's say, on time. This is as well a concern for an investor. You need to have your apartment on time. And we had the records as well to deliver ahead of time. So it means that you can enter in the apartment before, and you can have rental income before as well. So that's quite a strong points from Sobha side. Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely, not just in real estate, but in generally other industries as well. If you are vertically integrated, which means if you have everything in house, that's just it's a lot more efficient, and you have controls over what you're delivering and at what time, which I think Sobha really stands out for, and that's an actual quality that you guys have. Carlo, I want to ask you now specifically, there's a lot of like competition, Ellington, Sobha, etc. Everyone is on their toes in Dubai. Every developer wants to deliver the absolute best, because if they don't, then the developer next to them is going to outcompete and sell more. So, you know, what you get in Dubai is unbelievable. Unbelievable amenities from Sobha and from Ellington, from every other developer. But it's very confusing on like, what should I actually buy? Ellington's amazing, Sobha is amazing. How does Sonimmo's role come into this in terms of advising?
Yeah, absolutely. So usually what we do when we're advising a new investor that is entering the market is, as I was saying before, to understand their requirements. Might be they're looking for a retirement house. They can come to Dubai every now and then they're looking to do something like, you know, to rent it for the short term, or maybe they're looking to relocate to Dubai, so they're looking to live in the apartment. So there's sometimes the requirements are different. Maybe they're looking for a bigger space. They're looking to be close to a school, to a shopping mall, or to the office. So I would say once you know the requirements of the client, you can guide them towards different area. For example, Sobha and Ellington are focusing on different location in Dubai, from let's say location closer to major landmark, like for example Sobha's this beautiful community called Sobha Land 2, which is about 5 to 10 minutes drive to downtown Dubai. And Ellington is now just launched recently a new project in Dubai South, which is in the area where the new airport, which is going to be the biggest airport in the world, is going to be developed. So it really depends, I would say, on the client requirements and what's, for example, their needs, and then accordingly we guide them towards one of the best developer in town. Or if they need something ready, we start looking for ready option, which are in the secondary market, means already a buyer bought it before from a developer, and then they need to purchase from a private owner or a company.
I want to ask you guys something very exciting going on in Dubai and in the world in general is the new airport in Dubai. It's, as Dubai's leadership called it, they want to make it the logistical hub of the world, not just of the region. So that's a very exciting spot that's coming up. So Dubai South, what can you tell us about that?
Okay, so Ellington, we launched 2 projects in Dubai South. We launched the first one and it was sold out in 1 day. So you can imagine...
1 day?
Yes.
Wow.
So you can imagine the demand for this area is crazy. And those people who bought it on the first launch, they were the most lucky ones because we were entering with the lowest ticket entry, right? The second project we launched couple of weeks later, but actually this project is identical to the first one. The same floor plans, the same
amenities as well.
Amenities, yes,
wow.
Everything, and right now we have a couple of units left there, which is also very, very successful.
Okay.
And regarding the area in general, it's amazing point to invest right now because this area will be booming in a couple of years. You know, the new airport will be there, Al Maktoum, the biggest airport in the world. We're going to have Etihad Railroad, right, which is going to be connecting to all Emirates. Also nearby our project, we're going to have a metro line as well, so people have better connectivity. We have Expo 10 minutes away. We have new Palm Jebel Ali, which is twice bigger than Palm Jumeirah. So this area is a new area for
the future.
For the future.
There is a lot of going on at the moment down in Dubai South. What about Sobha? Sobha's, I believe, a project which is close as well, but is a bit closer to the city, right?
Yeah, correct. So the project is called Sobha Central. I think the name says it all.
Okay.
We are located in Marina. It's close to the beach. You have Jumeirah Lake Towers as well, uptown, which is going to grow a lot as well. And let's say 25 minutes to the new airport as well. So it's important for an investor to consider this for the future as well. Okay. There is a metro line already there. We have a shopping mall of 2 floors. We have a podium level. There is even a football pitch. We have outdoor cinema. We have gyms. So there is a lot of amenities for, let's say, the residents as well.
I've had a look at the renders, and it's like a city. It's so huge. And like you mentioned, it's got malls. The amenities are just insane, and the buildings that are connected through the podium. It's literally like a mega structure in a way.
Yeah, so you have as well different units with beautiful views towards, let's say, blue waters, to the Palm, to Marina as well, or the other side facing as well the villa community, where you have as well golf courses as well. You have towers that are 75 floors, so you have the options to choose high floors with incredible views, or if someone prefers low floors, you have the options as well. And as you said, we're creating cities within the cities. So you have co-working spaces, you have offices, shopping malls, everything will be in the project as well.
Okay, excellent. Now we're going to wrap up, guys. But before we wrap up, I'm going to ask you guys each one simple question. Each of you, just give me one reason why people should invest in Dubai.
I believe Dubai is quite attractive because you don't have any taxes at all. You can buy something and you don't have to pay anything in terms of taxes. And this is a strong point for Dubai.
Okay, excellent.
For me, I can say lower price entry tickets for comparing to the rest of the world. So if you invest now here in Dubai, it's a great chance to grow your capital as well.
Okay, and you get more for your money, more value.
Exactly.
Like Carlo mentioned to me a while back that in Italy, if you're getting a house, the concept of parking is a nightmare because you never get like parking space.
It is, absolutely. I mean, and this is something so far we give for granted in Dubai. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe it's not going to be.
For us, we always give a parking spot.
Parking spot, and
always.
Then swimming pools, and then like
everything.
Play spaces.
Yoga studio, Pilates, paddle court.
Excellent.
Whatever you want.
Okay, amazing. Now, Carlo.
I mean, for me, Dubai, I can say, guys, if you're looking to invest in Dubai, as Sonimmo Real Estate, we're going to advise you in the full journey. It's just not going to be about the purchase of your house. It's about the long-term investment. We will support you during the after-purchase process with the payment reminders, and we will help you as well in the decision once the apartment is ready, either if you want to rent it for short-term, for long-term, if you want to furnish it, upgrade it, and resell it. So we will be your advisory here in Dubai that we will guide you through the full steps.
Okay, excellent. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you got tons of value out of this. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below, and we'll be sure to address them in the next episode. Thank you for watching.